What's going on, guys? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Faith, and we are back to actually new on the tube, man. We got another Tommy G video, man. The controversial world of sales guru, Andy Elliott, bro. And man, if you guys don't know who this is, man, he's a super like salesman. He just like I think he sells courses on how to be a great salesman, which I guess if that's the route that you want to go, then like, that's the route that you want to go. But I personally feel experience is best. Being in the sales world myself, or sort of like the sales world. I've done sales internships and stuff like that, so I have a pretty good idea of sales lingo and sales terminology. So I think this is gonna be an interesting video to watch. You guys love the Tommy G videos, bro. I got like two of them that have been ran up like over 300 views, so I'm gonna keep bringing them for y'all. I enjoy watching them as well too. He has such a range or a diverse range of like topics that he talks about, and I love the way that he does his interviewing style. So yeah, we're just gonna jump into it. If you guys want me to react to any videos, you know what I'm gonna tell you, bro. Leave it in the comments, send it to me on the gram, bro. Follow me, hit the description, or links in the description, man. Take you to everything that you need to know. Most consistent reactor on the team, man. We're posting every day, bro. We got 80 subscribers, bro. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for running up the channel, man. We've only been posting for a month, man, but we're growing. We're growing super fast. So join the family, like, subscribe, comment. Just jump into it, man. You see yourself looking in the mirror every single day before you go out of the house? Okay, you like how you look. Dude, I've seen mad clips of this dude on TikTok, bro. You don't look like you look now, do you? Okay, you change it. And I sort of fell in love with making others great. And so I just realized, I need to build a really good army, a team, a drive, a pack, whatever you call me.
Well, welcome to your new life, and also welcome to doing business with Andy Elliott.
Andy Elliott and his Elliott Group are founded on a cloud of suspicion for fraud, lies, deceit, and some of the worst actions ever perpetrated in the car business.
Uh-oh.
The guy comes in, they said, hey, who's in charge? It was me and four other people. It wasn't me, the reference owner. Dude, I have already been trying to be killed many times.
That's kind of a crazy flex, but okay.
I went back home, I called my boss from the fitness studio, I gave my 2 weeks. I put my head down, I grinded.
I was 19 years old, and I did not like my life. But now the coach, I'm crushing, anywhere between 100 and 200.
Good for you, bro.
We lived out of madness. I was this skinny. I was weighing 145 pounds at the time. I went from being a drug addict for 16 years, losing myself. I was broke, lost myself, to now being Andy Elliott's top coach in his company, helping other people, and clearing over 100K. What I'm asking my clients to do now, and it would totally transform and change my life.
I hired the man, I gave him $50,000 motherfucking dollars. It was the worst business I have done. You're a man under 40. There's a good chance that sometime your feed has been flooded with self-proclaimed gurus like Frank Arnold, Ty Lopez, Wes Watson, and Lou Belmont.
Yes.
Johnny Walker. What do I do? Do free fucking Johnny Walker.
Just study, bro.
Johnny Walker. And it's no surprise that most of these guys have a course to sell, promising the secrets to their lifestyle of luxury cars, hot women, and private jets. But upon closer inspection, many of these gurus feel fake, fraudulent, like something's just off. Today, we dive into one of the most controversial names in the sales guru and influencer landscape, Andy Elliott. Famous for his shirtless seminars and his military-style approach to sales training, he brands himself as the #1 sales trainer and business coach in the world. We take you a day inside his life, exploring his highly disciplined lifestyle, his cult-like sales team, and his shadowy past that includes people going to prison after a federal investigation. Some label him a con man that uses high-pressure sales tactics, while others say he is a great man that has genuinely changed their life for the better. Join me as we dig below the surface, and you can decide for yourself if Andy Elliott is the real deal or just another snake oil salesman influencer.
But before we dive into the wild world of Andy Elliott and sales gurus, there's first a subject I want to talk about that's very important to me: money and personal finance. Ever since I was a teenager, I was reading blogs like Mr. From the Mustache. I'm not putting money in jail.
I knew it, man. Hey, respect Tommy G. Get your back, bro. Hey, man. Y'all welcome, bro. Respect, but trying to get to the video.
Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to learn how to be an alpha male. I've been living my
Where?
whole life.
Hold on. Where's my chest, bro? Oh, here's the chest. Let all that out.
As a baby, sleep in until 6:30, acting like a total slob.
What?
Today, hopefully that's going to change, because with the help of the #1 sales guru in the world, that's Andy Elliott, that's how he brands himself, and you may have actually heard from this guy before. You may have seen clips of him asking people to take their shirt off. Take your shirt off for a minute. I want you to write this down. Discipline. Stand up, take your shirt off. I want you to do it in front of your friends. This isn't about making fun of him. You're not going to make fun of you. You can take your shirt off. Maybe one or two of you look out more deep. I want you to go look at yourself back in the mirror. I just want you to do it. And I want you to own every little weakness you have. So we're going to dive into his life. He's a very interesting man, this Andy Elliott. So folks, buckle up.
Dude, he's bald as shit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, dude, those veins are popping out of his head. It's a dope crib, though.
I knew I was about to visit a controversial man, and I thought chances for his charisma could be disarming. So I reminded myself to walk into his house with a kind heart but a healthy sense of skepticism. Look at this guy.
Wow. Dude, yeah. You're expecting company, and that's how you...
Your fashion choices, man.
Yeah, like, that's how you,
Shorts. So my fashion as a kind of an alpha dresser. Well, not an alpha dresser. No, I'm just not wearing clothes. Would you ever join a nudist colony? No. Why not? Because I'm into blue.
It's an interesting question.
We basically sold everything. So my wife lived in Oklahoma. She did a napkin in towels. She's like, we're gonna have a shake house. We're still alive. We're gonna do it again like this. We're gonna do it right down the middle. We worked our ass off and we built it.
Nice to meet you too. Is there any wrong with today or what?
Oh, yeah, we're about to get, you're getting
You're getting real one. How about Speedo or something as close to it as I feel comfortable?
Yeah, Speedos are welcome here.
What?
These shorts are crazy work, bro. This should be illegal in like 49 states. This is what I call leader. I have to try and get you to do things. I'm gonna resist the temptation.
Listen, have you ever read the book Tim Grover Relentless? He said there were those that didn't want to get in the ice bath because they were scared.
This dude just said this is amazing.
You can have whatever you want and do whatever you want and hang out with whoever you want and have whatever kind of life you want. And I mean, you're also lucky to be alive like at this time, this era. I mean, it's amazing. You think about it, you have a business and you can take care of your family. You don't want to run a documenting people because people want to watch other people live. Most people don't understand themselves. Since I was 40 years old, I realized I didn't like me. If I want to have good intentions, I want to help people. My whole life, I help people make money, but I never really changed anyone's life.
Dude, what he said about like the other people wanting to watch other people live is kind of like real, like that we're lucky to be in an era like this. Like there's so many ways to like make money in a good way. So I agree with that point and what he said, man. So I mean, we're just gonna try to stay neutral, try to see, you know, if there are good points or bad points, man. But yeah, I don't know.
I just was such a freaking pushover. So my mom, when I was 2 years old, she's an alcoholic, crackhead, loser. She's a freaking loser. I tried to save her 5 times in my life. Every time she's shit back on me. And so I was raised by my father that was like, don't speak up. He was never home. His kids raising kids. My sister was having in elementary school.
What? Bro, damn. Elementary school, bro. Dude, parents gotta be home, man. They gotta be involved in their kids' lives. This is crazy. That was the crazy. Dude, that genuinely just. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back because that was genuinely like way too much for me to just like not say anything. What the fuck?
I mean, my sister was in elementary school. I mean, I remember coming home. No parents are present in that. But I never thought about changing anyone's life until I was 20. I thought about making it more money. I had my first day on the car lot. I made $1,700. I never held more than $5 in my hand at one point. This was my way out. All I knew is that I had to be the best, and I had to hit the numbers, and I had to make sure that I was unreplaceable. Indispensable. Then I started to build others to be badasses. And I started to fall in love and making others great. I'm not that good looking of a guy. I'm pretty ugly, mother. I get in good shape, and it makes me better look. When you start to see yourself differently in the mirror, you want to become better. And so I just realized that I need to build a really good army, a team, a drive, a pack, you know, whatever you call it.
I mean, he's saying some pretty good stuff.
The things we're going to try and determine together in this episode is how to define Andy Elliott. Who is he really? Is he
I'm trying to see.
who commands extreme loyalty and uses manipulation tactics, or is he a great but controversial business leader who gives the best out of his people? Is he a scam artist with a history of fraud, or is he a man who has learned from his past to become a top-tier salesman and sales trainer? You guys tell me in the comments what you
Yeah, we're gonna have to see, man, because I've seen a lot of, you know, controversial shit about him, but you know, I don't know too much about his personal life.
Okay, what do you want? What kind of culture do you want? Okay, write this down. Range Rover. And so I decided I wanted to go on like a freaking computer. So I started paying for training. I did what I'm asking my clients to do now, and it would totally transform and change my life.
It's not a bad concept, like, you know, just recycle information, you know what I mean?
You're very intense about six-pack. Is it top priority?
If you have a six-pack, you want to
For all the people that say six-pack or you're fired, screw that guy. Hey, screw you!
It's a standard.
What does a six-pack mean to you?
It just shows discipline.
I know some of your tactics have a little bit of humiliation mixed into it.
What?
I know you're snacking. Squeeze your fat. I want you to pretend that you have whatever you want here. I want you to take a bite. I'm going to give Steve $10,000. I can get a six-pack. I'm not a fitness coach, right? I'm a business guy. The building block of success
It's fitness,
is discipline.
Yeah,
Every
dude.
time I walk into anywhere, I literally have hundreds of people walk up to me and they say, dude, you changed my whole life.
When you're comfortable in front of a stage with people, you're bringing a guy up to the front that's shaking in his boots, and now he's showing his fat value to the audience. I would be curious to hear the stories afterwards. Like,
They come to me and they fall to their knees and they start bawling, and their wives call me and say, thank you for sending my husband back home. Was it the easy wrestling coaches that let you get away with everything, the one that made you the best?
the most difficult wrestling coach I had was the guy that changed my life.
That's what I say. So I tell people all the time, I'm like, dude, listen, you might hate me, you might not like me, but you're going to get better. In my league where I lived in Oklahoma, I was making $2.5 million, and I quit my job. I've been in sales from 18 to 39 years old in the car dealership. I remember sitting there, dude, and this guy walks across the showroom floor. Probably kind of looked like Rafa or some shit, right? And I'm the old me. And I'm like, I remember saying, man, F that guy. I'm like, I bet he's dumb, dude. I bet that guy drives a Ford Taurus. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to think of the ways that you were better than him.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm so
Insecurity,
frustrated
bro.
at myself. I'm turning it all on him.
Fact, yeah.
And I stopped myself, and I was like, dude, I am a total piece of shit, dude. I was never going to work for anyone else. I didn't want to work for anyone else. I didn't want to start this business. When I started listening to Tony Robbins, like for real, My mind's over. I always started to dream again. She supported me. She changed too. Our kids changed, and we would step out.
Hey man, having a supportive woman on this like by your side is like crazy, dude. Like it's definitely a good game changer. Like it makes everything so easy. Like you don't have to second guess yourself. You don't have to like I don't know. I know for me personally, it's very beneficial having a supportive girlfriend by my side because like she lets me edit, dude, like as late as I need to, man. Even when we're together, she doesn't complain about it. It's very nice. So I don't know. I just want to give that quick spiel. I feel like having a supportive woman makes the ultimate difference in anything. Shit looks
So far, I
gas.
found Andy to be a very interesting character, and it seemed to me like he had a genuinely good family environment at his house. He was very present, not on his phone at all, and was clearly a well-disciplined guy with how he ate and worked out. But now it's time to dive into his headquarters, the Elliott Armory, and the thing I'm going to be on the lookout for are high-pressure sales tactics and cult-like behavior. Here's what we found.
I'm excited to see what his real selling pattern is.
If you have to come on with another line right now, would you come out here? I'm gonna shake your head off. You look like you're Elliott's twin brother. Who's that? Okay, cool. There's 3 times in your life. There's the day that you're born, the day that you die, and the day that your life starts forever. Today is the day that changes your life forever. Well, welcome to your new life, and also welcome to doing business with Andy Elliott.
So there is like a slight bit of like, okay, we're definitely in a cult. But it could be cool to call that.
Bro, is he really like a cult leader? It's like I didn't even. Is that a Bible? W Bible.
No one can work here unless I change their life and I work coaching program.
To clarify what you just heard, one criteria Andy uses to hire is to only select from people that have paid for Andy's seminars or bought coaching lessons for him in the past. And to Andy, this ensures that his candidate is fully bought into his philosophy. Now, this could be looked at as an excellent vetting mechanism to build a good culture, or another warning sign of a cult, which is members having extreme loyalty and devotion to the leader.
Now, I have a lot of guys that are starting to
That's interesting that you know you can look at it both ways. I mean, like at first when it sounds like he says that, like it does sound pretty cool. Like it's like promoting from within, kind of like shit. But yeah, the other side of that is that like Andy said, bro, it could be just like a way for him to like single out the people that he knows are gonna do whatever he says and turn it like try to turn it up to the max. You know what I mean?
They're big earners. They operate from a state of madness. They're afraid that they're going to lose their edge. We like live out of madness.
He's gonna experience team, he's gonna experience family. There's a lot of places that have buildings, but they don't have the people. And what we have is we have the family, we have the people, and that's what really makes a building special. So let's get it!
I didn't bring any capris. Am I going to fit in around here?
I think you'll be fine.
Oh hell no, bro! Everybody dripped out in that shit.
All of you are team.
Yep.
How long have you guys been here for?
I mean, we got guys from 5 years to after, 2 years, 3 years, like we got guys from all around. Everybody came through. Yeah, we got
Let's make a new test.
well, we're going to deliver a speech to these business leaders today, but we're going to start with that because that's our core value.
Do you think Jesus would have been good at cold calling?
I think Jesus would have been the best at cold calling.
Yeah, show me the headquarters, man.
Let's all take that tour.
That was a funny question, bro. Do they do cold calling?
We have 100 in-house, and then we have 50 virtual calling. What is your average salesperson make? I only have a few people in my company making less than 6 figures a year. The top people in my company making 7 figures a year. I'm closing a big time. Hey, okay, boom, yeah, you good?
Yeah. How much did I just make?
30 grand.
That is actually really good commission.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you can hold Andy accountable?
100%. You like the whole world over here. Because he tells people all day long on social media.
He's got twins.
His goals, his mindset, his marriage.
He's over here that you can call him out.
Oh, your house, yeah.
Yeah, dude, things are very sketchy in his past. That's snitching to the feds, trained Boston, stuff like that. Did you ever talk to him about that?
Yeah, 100%. And he's owned it since day one.
Come through, we'll show you the media side. And then we'll
Bro, how are you gonna say he's owned it since day one and then just cut to another subject?
hospitality here. I think I've been asked at least 7 times if I need a water energy drink.
We walked into so many different businesses over the years, and people just, it's just like the care factor.
Folks, a potential warning sign that you could be dealing with a cult is a tactic called love bombing. Groups will overwhelm newcomers with praise and celebration as a way to disarm them.
No, this is crazy, bro.
Another thing you find is-
Yo, this is like a pattern, dude. Oh shit, dude. Elliott might be cooked, bro. Elliott might be cooked.
Headquarters is the salespeople are trained to offer you a beverage incessantly. I mean, we were offered drinks enough times that all of us on the team agreed that it just felt a little weird. And for more context, before we flew to Arizona, Andy himself offered to get me a rental car and put me and my team up in a hotel, which I declined so I could enter his world as a neutral guest and not beholden to him. Because after all, part of Andy's sales playbook is the reciprocity principle, where he gives you a little thing like a water bottle, and in the end, he gets a big thing like the closing of the sale of a car. So the question going through my head at the time is, what is the difference between truly generous hospitality with well-trained salespeople versus love bombing?
Dude, I respect the fact that he like declined it and is like neutral because like a lot of people like even though they're like in this world like in investigative reporting like some people still like try to say like I mean like and obviously we're all human like so I don't judge or anything but it's like they're like yeah I'm gonna try to save money he's offering to fly me out I'm gonna let him do it. But you can't let yourself get taken over like that because you know in the end everybody's always doing something, expecting something in return. You know what I mean? So respect to Tommy G for recognizing that and being able to turn that like
Manipulating
gift
someone
down.
in a desired outcome. I'm curious to hear your guys' opinions. Am I being overly
Just
cautious
gave mine.
kind of a douche for not accepting Andy's
Nah, I respect
or
it.
am I right to be on my guard?
You gotta lock in. I think you're just locked in, Tom.
So what just happened? What kind of deal you just closed?
So we're changing lives.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So coach, you,
100%.
what does this get you in commission, do you think?
Like $1,500?
That's what we're talking about?
50.
One second. So I had a wire that just got sent and it hit the bank account for 10 grand for one of our events. Would you say you were one of the top guys in the company? Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure. You make 7 figures, sir. I was this close last year, but this year I'll definitely hit it. That's amazing. Yeah. I had a salary job. I was really comfortable, making maybe $3,000, almost $4,000 after tax per month. I just had a baby. I knew I was supposed to do more. I needed something more, not for myself, but for my family. So I bought a $600 course with Andy Elliott. It's called Blind Spot. It was the only $600 I had. I was so resistant to buy that course. Once I did, I studied. Next thing you know, I maxed out my credit card to go to his first event that was in his living room of his house with 12 people. And Andy's like, hey son, you remind me of myself when I was growing up. So him and Jacqueline bought my plane flight ticket because I didn't have the money to. That's how my journey started with Andy's. I showed up to the seminar. I went back home. I called my boss for the fitness studio. I gave my 2 weeks. And September, I made $33,000. October, I made $53,000. And since then, my life has changed.
I was 19 years old and I did not like my life. That day, I bet on me and I came to my first Master Builder seminar with Andy over 4 years ago. I'm 23 now. I've totally transformed my own life and now I've started to bring that to other people.
I was born in Venezuela, came down to the States on a visa, expired, family, moved down here, illegal immigrant for about 20 years, didn't come for money, and that's where you got me. I started messing up with drugs, got addicted at the age of 17, and that went on for until I was 31, 16 years.
Actually, that was my first seminar
Wow.
with Andy and Jackie when they had it here in Arizona. But I know Andy and Jackie 25 years. I used to sell cars with them.
This is right when I moved here. This was end of 2021, and I moved here March of 2022.
Bro, these guys have some crazy
At the
transformations.
time, when I joined that dealership, I became #1 by my 3rd month out of 120 salespeople off of his trainings, gained 38 pounds of muscle, stayed clean. We heard from a handful of his team that seemed to have genuinely had their life changed by Andy. But I was curious if there was another side to this coin. I found a podcast between internet lawyer Rayz Muhammad, aka Beard Lawyer, and health expert Troy Casey, aka Certified Health Nut, who hired Andy's team to do his marketing and was not happy with the results. Here's what Certified Health Nut had to say.
So just to be clear, I did not hire Andy Elliott for sales training or any kind of coaching. And I think Andy Elliott's deceiving others that he can do certain things and he cannot. It was the worst business I have done. January, February is huge business for people in health and wellness. Yeah. It's New Year, New You time. It was the worst January, February of my entire business. Results never lie. I hired the man. I gave him $50,000 motherfucking dollars.
Uh-oh.
Further research and found Reddit threads and YouTube reviews talking about working with Andy. And what I saw was really mixed feedback. Some people felt the sales training wasn't worth a damn and relied on intimidating young and insecure salespeople, while others said that the Elliott group was as legit as they come and that Andy treated them better than their own family. To me, it was striking to read a review hailing Andy Elliott as a life-changing mentor, and then in the next review, see him labeled as a predatory scam artist. And to be seen, this only left me further confused about how I felt about Andy.
What's our number one, super important? Our kids. They all go to school here. Love you girls. There's Miss Debbie. She's our teacher. They're here every day. You guys eat healthy? They're all here every day. So, that way, no matter what I'm doing, they're here. So. All right, call your shot. How much you putting on today? 15 grand. You for real? Yeah, for real. You for that 15 grand. You're 15 grand in house. You come see me. I get 1500 cash. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, guys. Crank it up over here. Yeah.
Dude, that's lit though. That's motivating. I mean,
How many points you gonna set today? 20. How much are we gonna put up today?
Well, we just locked up 75K, so.
We're already 79. Yeah. Sean, what about you?
We'll put a 5 grand in.
5 grand?
5 grand.
All right. Listen, you put up 5 grand. I got 500. You do 75. I got 1500 for you.
Don't do it. Easy.
Okay? What's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
Ready to take over the world? Let's take over the world. We're psycho. Okay. So it's about. My boy, does it? It's about. Love you. Is Nate our secret weapon?
Yeah, that's what I've been talking about.
yo, right in front of your employee like that. I mean, I guess it's your house.
Everybody's gotta have a goal.
I'm not a PDA guy myself,
You're gonna have to keep everybody
but
on their toes nonstop. I didn't have this meeting this morning. My team had this meeting. What do you see right here, right? You see them talking about
the pyramid.
your needs, right? We're talking about wealth, health, relationships. How do they help? This right here, this thing, this is the team getting in here every morning without me, going through the battle plan of like how to be great.
I haven't seen him take one sip of that energy drink. W marketing though.
Every day around 1, 2 o'clock, I have everybody get off the phones and have everybody come down here and they grind. And as you can see,
Dude, that's lit though.
I will outwork everybody.
Dude, gym in the office is dope as hell, man. I would get a workout in.
It doesn't build anything. It's not working hard. This place is a hero-making machine.
Before Andy Elliott became a high-energy sales guru, he was selling cars at the Big Red dealerships in Norman, Oklahoma. This dealership targeted low-credit customers, people who couldn't qualify for financing at typical places. So to get them approved, a series of illegal schemes were put into play, bribing credit union employees, creating fake pawn shops, and inventing fake jobs for unemployed buyers just to push the loans through. This operation was eventually exposed, and it led to the conviction of 3 dealership executives. Andy admitted under oath his own role in the fraud and avoided prosecution by cooperating with federal investigators. And according to his own testimony, Big Red was a dealership where ethics took a back seat. Andy and his co-workers faked insurance letters, faked down payments, ran out employees they deemed to be too ethical, and even role-played what to say if the feds came knocking. So with Andy accumulating a lot of influence and being a guy that talks about integrity being everything, I thought it was only fair to ask him about this chapter from his.
I want to hear about this.
You almost went to prison. Tell me about that.
From the time I was 18 years old to the time I was 32 years old, I worked for good credit company. That was the way I worked my whole life. I didn't work payments all the time with people. But then I had this owner of this company that goes, dude, I need you in my store. By the way, it's a special finance store now. Good credit, no credit, bad credit, repo, bankruptcy, divorce, you're approved. These people have zero down payment at the beginning, day one. It's like, hey, this guy's approved. I submitted over the bank, and it says I need $1,000 down. And I'm like, hey, Mr. Customer, I need $1,000 down. He's like, I don't have it. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. Basically, we're just going to put $1,000 down on the contract. It's very simple. We're going to tell the customers that the bank asks you put $1,000 down. Now, we're going to deduct that $1,000 that you didn't put down off the sell price. So actually, you end up paying less money. It's fine. So kind of
What?
Down payments. Yeah, well, in the special finance subprime game, faking the down payment was almost everywhere. Do you think that's prevalent in car dealerships? Yes. What did you feel doing it in your own head? Because I know, I thought you mentioned that as integrity. Yeah, well, honestly, at this point, okay, integrity has always been important to me, but it wasn't that at this time in my point I was self-developing and my number one standard was integrity. My number one standard was selling cars, making money, and trying to figure out how to hit that damn quota they put on me. I think you built a really good culture here. I'm just trying to balance who was this Andy guy before. This transformation.
Yeah, so this Andy guy's intentions, honestly, were good. I never hurt anybody. I never took advantage of anyone that I felt.
I think you said something along the line that if you found out with good ethics, you'd run out of the business. That's me like, wow, I can understand folding a few loans, getting a guy.
I don't know where that was said.
Wasn't that in legal documents?
But you gotta show it to me. I am not that guy anymore.
Oh, so then pull it up and show it to him. Dude, come on, man. No, you can't avoid it just by saying that and then not explain it, dude. You would have to show it to me.
And that guy died.
And what was the transformation moment?
In 2024. Yeah, nothing. FBI comes in, and the owner, yeah, it wasn't me. It was like, we're going to get Andy Elliott. Go after this owner.
What was it like when the FBI came in?
I mean, it's just like, what the hell's going on?
Was your mind kind of blown? You're like,
yeah, I mean, everybody's mind blown.
How long did you work for?
5 years.
What made you not get up and something?
Making too much money. Just total transparency. I see so many people stay in jobs because they're making too much money, and that's why you guys talk about the golden handcuff syndrome all the time. I was handcuffed to more money than I ever made, and I just knew I couldn't make the same money anywhere else.
Because one of the things that I think is really powerful about your brand right now is personal accountability. What about back then, if you're looking yourself in the mirror and telling yourself the hard truth, like what would it be that you would condemn yourself the most for or change the most about actions that you did in that period?
Well, number one, my wife, anybody's watching this, when your wife says don't do it, she's not nagging me. She's not being a bitch. So she's protecting you.
Yeah.
You know what I told her? Which I own this now and I'm past it, but I said, babe, stop nagging me. Stop nagging me. And you know what she did? She quit nagging me. Be really careful you don't shut up the person that loves you more than anyone else in this world. But if you tell them enough and you hurt them enough, they'll shut up. And so, like, that
Dude, that's why you gotta treat everybody around you with respect, man. And people who care about you, man, you gotta treat them with the most, like, caring and loving attitude ever, man. Because you can't just take advantage of people that care about you, bro. No matter what you're going through personally, you can't take that out on other people, man. Because, you know, it's a turnoff, bro. So, like, not even in a, like, dirty sense, just, like, in a sense that it's like, bro, like, if someone's trying to genuinely help you, and you just lash out on them, it's like, bro, why do I want to help you again? You know what I mean? So I think he has a good point right here.
My greatest best friend, weapon, everything. So I would say, number one, never make decisions based off money. Don't do it. And don't run with the wrong people. Because if you run with the wrong people, you're going to bullshit. And by the way, if you're favored by God, which I believe, I am favored by God, I am also favored by the devil.
Facts. Not okay, dude. Honestly, I'm fucking with this dude. He seems to be pretty transparent, man. And, like, bro, he's spitting right now. Like, y'all gotta actually listen to this, dude. Like, just as favored as you are by God, you are by the devil, too, because he's always trying to knock you off your path with God, man. When he sees you getting closer to God, man, he's trying to get your attention just as much. So you got to be careful when you have blessings coming to see the, like, deceiving in it. You know what I mean? You got to just be careful in general.
Put me on the right path, dude, I will go low down darkness. But if you put me on the wrong path, I'll go low down the light.
You could be dangerously good or dangerously bad.
Yeah, it's like
tiger. There's two narratives going through my head right now.
I respect him. I respect him saying that.
In about 30 minutes, he's going to close these people at high ticket deals. I think like 75 or 100 grand to be part of a bigger coaching program. You talk to a lot of the employees. On one end, I'm like, holy shit, the culture here is contagious. Everyone is like fit, happy, gung-ho, super high enthusiasm and energy. Like, what more can you ask from a sales team or company culture? And then on the other end, it's kind of like the movie Get Out, where everyone's like, yeah, I'm really happy here. And Andy, yeah, he told me everything. And, yeah, all my answers come from Andy. And it's like, Andy is kind of this religious figure in a way. I think this is the thing where you define between like a great coach or a cult leader. And only time will tell. We've spent one day with the crew. Like, in 10 years, these people might be the most successful people ever. In 10 years, there might be an FBI investigation in this place. Who knows? What do you think, Miguel, so far?
I honestly think he's a good guy, and I think he actually has really good morals, but I do think there's something weird in the air in there.
Just the probability of within a 2-3 minute span, 4 people closing a deal seems highly unlikely. But it could be true. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, if there's a lot of momentum in the building, things are happening. Like, I don't want to be a hater because the culture is so good and just like be like, oh, there's no way someone could be that happy. For people getting in shape, changing their life, making more money, being closer to their family, how can you get upset about that?
Yeah.
But still, there's someone that's a little bit off.
I like how he keeps like a level-headed focus through it all.
And roll with it. You did it. Why did you talk?
The guy that I worked for was a piece of shit. This guy's a loser.
You were questioning deals into, but you knew you were doing that.
No, I was working in the company and doing what everybody was doing. My wife said, don't go work for this man. He's a piece of shit. I go work for the man. Everything that we were taught in that company was wrong. When the FBI comes in, they said, hey, who's in charge? It was me and 4 other people.
Did any of those other 4 go to prison?
All of them get called into a meeting with the owner. And the owner goes, if you don't lie, I'm going to kill you.
What?
I have already been tried to be killed many times.
You have?
Yeah. So you know what I did? I went home and talked to my wife. You know what I told her? Exactly what just happened. And you know what she said? Fucking tell the truth. If you go to jail for 10 years, I will be here waiting. But if you fucking lie, okay? The rest of the people all decided to lie. All those other people planned and planned and planned. Have you ever seen a movie how they're all like lying and the feds are coming against them? Like, we got to stick together, and they can't. What happens in the end?
They all go to jail.
They all turn on each other.
Yep.
They said, oh, we found these secret fake emails that Andy was like sleeping with like one.
Oh! Yes, sir. Oh my gosh, bro. Yo, y'all can read that for yourself, bro. Y'all can read that for yourself, man.
Right? And that girl mysteriously disappeared. So nobody could talk to her.
I mean, she was a real person, but then she couldn't be found anymore?
Yep. That started a war between all the liars. They all went to prison.
One of Andy's great skills is his ability to close at high-ticket sales. For the last 2 days, he has hosted business owners who paid a few $1,000s for a seminar, and for the grand finale of this seminar, he mounts the stage for a 3.5-hour speech that culminates in him closing these business owners for an even higher ticket coaching package worth tens of thousands of dollars. Here's a few moments from that pitch.
I'm going to give you slides because these things that I'm going to go over to you, by the way, it's not a slide, it's your belief system you have to live by. This right here, there's one skill that every one of you has to learn. How to influence. Build a fully optimized. You know what I think of optimized? Maxed out. Sharp as hell. You're the fastest. You're the best. Scalable business that can run and grow. Everybody's saying about. How you do the little things is how you do the big things. Does that make sense? Listen, if I look up to you, I'm not really looking for all the big things that you do. I'm kind of looking for the little things that you do. If you don't grow, you die. It's grow or die. If we can run to 100 million in 4.5 years, there's no reason that everyone else in this entire world can't do it. If you do this, here's the thing. I'm going to do my part, but you guys have to do your part. Does that make sense? So I'll make a deal with you. Me and Jackie will do a one-on-one with everybody in this room that does it, and that way we get an opportunity to know you guys before we coach you harvest next year. Almost every person that trains with me are high-ticket closers. So who are you guys going to do this? Do you want to hands on the scene? If you're going to do this, come up here with me. Okay? And by the way, listen, everybody give it up for everybody. Yeah. I love you guys.
Andy goes in for the finish, and he probably closed at least half the room with a coaching package that, if my math is correct, resulted in at least $500,000 of revenue for him.
Bro.
As a former sales coach myself, those numbers are pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's a long day. Hustle to you from the morning to night. What's going through your head right now? What do you want to leave the people with?
Number one, I watch this guy a lot of your videos. Incredible. Thank you. Just like when you meet me, sometimes, you're trying to pick, like, what's going on, how does this guy live, what does he do? You said something, you said, you want to be around good people, and you want to do good work, whatever you do, right? You want to love your life. Meeting him, he's awesome. A lot of people told me, they're like, dude, Tommy G, you got to be careful, don't let him come out, he's going to try to pick your company apart. You know what I said? I said, dude, listen to me, the greatest thing that anyone can show me is things that I can do better. I'm a coach, I coach people for a living.
Hell yeah.
Anything that you've seen that I can do better, right, or anything that, as I watch this video, as I go through it, I'm going to learn a lot watching your documentary. It's going to help me, okay?
Especially how you choose to wear your shorts. That'd be my main.
It wouldn't surprise me if Tommy G in a couple of months, I'm like, hey, can you give me some shorter shorts? I just feel like I'm too long. Your culture, you built, awesome. You're a good dude. You have a great heart. You're a great family guy. A lot of times you talk about other people, they may never talk about you, but you're a really good man. So I just want to say,
No, I respect this. Oh shit.
People that are changing the world. But at the end of the day, we started with the cold plunge this morning. That was cool. Did a workout, ate some breakfast, got in the hot tub. You came out, met some people on our team. You see what soul centers look like.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the hospitality. Yeah. You're wonderful. Your steak tacos are good. Yes. And we're very happy we did this. Andy Elliott, honestly, a fascinating guy that I'm still figuring out. And I can say 100% that I walked away really impressed with many things about Andy.
Nah, for real, bro. I learned a lot about him in this video.
To create a very loyal team, just to name a few. However, I felt it absolutely necessary to push on his past because years of committing fraud is a serious question mark, particularly for someone positioning themselves as a leader and moral compass for business owners. I also totally believe in giving people second chances.
Yeah.
After all, one of my best friends on earth is a former bank robber. He's one of the greatest guys I know. So if what Andy does now is help people get in better shape, make more money, and take more responsibility, even if his methods are controversial, I believe it's a big net positive, and I'm rooting
I agree.
for this guy. But
Yeah.
only time will tell what comes of Andy's journey.
We'll have to see, man.
An extreme outcome either way. And folks, you can bet that I'll be watching to see how his story unfolds. Thank you.
Hey, man, that's going to do it for this video, man. What do you guys think, bro? Is Andy Elliott a good dude, or is he, someone who's high pressuring, tries to take over, tries to manipulate you and get, like, at your weak points so you can try to help you be better by helping him? You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a good video. I learned a lot about him because I've only ever seen him through, like, TikTok clips and YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So, it was cool to really learn about his life, learn more about his past. I didn't know that he had the whole fraud thing going on in the background. I knew he had some like fishiness with the FBI, but I didn't know what it was specifically for. So shout out to Tommy G for letting me react to this and giving us a better in-depth look in the sales world of Andy Elliott. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me, man. You guys already know if you want me to react to anything, leave it in the comments or send it to me any way you know how. All my links are in the description, man. Yeah, man, you already know. We're posting every day. Most consistent reactor on the tube, man. And as always, I'll see you in the next video, man.